Welcome back to the channel. My name's Radio Jonesy, and this is a video I've been thinking about over the last few days to make. I'm talking about time, how precious time is. In Australia, we just had Anzac Day, and one of my children has been going through the family history and talking about ex-relatives who fought in the war, and just digging through the family trees on both sides. And it's only been 12 months or so since I've lost my mother, and my father was probably a year before that. Oh no, 2 years before that. My time's flying. Anyway, just get you thinking about, this week, one of my musical buddies passed away. Like, I'm in my 60s. A lot of people don't get this far, and a lot of people try to fight through to their, to their 80s and 90s if they can get there. But just this video has just got me thinking, like, time is so precious. It is like, it's as simple as that. It's as simple as thinking about what you're doing with your time right now, what's important with your time right now, and do not waste it. Because I think I said on my last video, my grandfather, I remember my grandfather showing me an hourglass, and he told me when I was about, would have been 14, maybe 13. But he turned the hourglass upside down. He says, "Look at this, Steve-o," and I said this on my last video, but the sand was running out, and he's saying, "Picture this as your life. You're having a great old time, and you got a little bit of sand at the bottom and a lot of sand up here. So you got a lot of living to do." And he kept talking to me. He says, and it was an hour, an hour sandglass. And we were doing other things. And then he says, Steve-o, have a look. Your time's up, buddy. That's it. It's over. And for a young bloke, you sort of think of him as, you silly old bugger, like, what are you telling me a story like this for? But how true today are those words? Like, your life, you're living your life, you're into your youth, you're finding love, you're finding friendships, you're doing what you need to do. Your school, your work, your play, all your associations, and if you start a business, you're into that. Like, I've done all that. I've been through all that, and I have made, like, the old procrastination sort of stories, how fear holds you back. Well, I was one of those guys that was fed into me at a younger age, just to give everything a go, like, give it a crack, get out there and have a go. So when someone offered me an opportunity to tour with a band, or someone offered me an opportunity to, would you like to start I need somebody to do this for me, and do you know anyone? And I said, well, I can do it. And that grew into a business, and set myself up financially for years to come from that one moment, and it was just little steps, job opportunities come along. Like radio. I rang a guy up on a radio a long time ago and spoke to him, requesting songs, and then he said, "Come into the studio, and I'd like to meet you, and we'll have a chat. And I need someone here to answer the phones, like, you want to come in on a Friday night," all this sort of thing. And that grew into my love of radio. And then, like, it just exploded from there. I become a producer, then got my own shows, and then, who would have thought? Like, I didn't plan that. That just happened. But that was taking an opportunity. But in saying this, time is very, very precious. You've got to grab it with both hands. Like today, for instance, this is how I've done my day. spent the time with my pooch. Like today, everyone was out. I said, I'm gonna do this, and then he was sort of having a bit of a sulk, and then I said, come out with me, buddy. And then little Charlie. Most people who know me have got this little dog named Charlie, and he's got his own channel too, Charlie the Tasmanian dog. But lovely. I enjoyed my 6 hours. They called it babysitting, but man, he was educating me. Like he says, "Come on, let's go up here, and come on, let's go out here, and take me on a walk." And he's talking to me. I can hear him all the time. But so I've enjoyed my day today. I've made the most of being alone in the house and doing my thing. And maybe 20 years ago, I would have just done something completely different. I would have left me dog. I had a lovely husky dog. I just left him in the backyard to do his own thing. I didn't really spend that much time with him, but this little fella's just got me thinking, like, how many years has he got? How many years have I got? Let's make the most of this wonderful friendship. And it's what you should do with your family, your friends, like, don't take anyone for granted. Get out, live your life, enjoy what you have. Like, I think of all these good times at music venues with these friends that have gone, and I can still do it. I can still go to gigs. I'm not going to gigs like I used to. Let me say that for a fact. I've basically retired myself to my retirement lifestyle now, where I'm just going out occasionally, spending quality time with the right people, enjoying my time for when I, for myself, for your mental health, for your enjoyment, like banging on the drums or just chilling out on the computer, watching some of my favorite YouTubers, watching all those guys in Arkansas doing their thing, like raw land and building things. And, like, I'm in Tasmania. I'm in a beautiful house. I'm in a 100-year-old house, looking at the water, sitting back today going, you know what? I've done well to be here right now. Might not have a lot of cash. As you never got enough, as most people say, but you got to enjoy your life, make the most of your time. Don't procrastinate. Don't hold yourself back with fear. Get out there, do what you love and love what you do. That's been my new saying for about a year now. I don't know where I come from. I just popped into the old cranium, and do what you love and love what you do. That's just a good saying, and that's my new sort of mantra. So I'm loving what I do. I'm enjoying my YouTube. I hope you're enjoying the channels. I got multiple channels, but I love the conversation, working in radio and talking to people. It's been a joy of my life. So I'm transferring that into my YouTube. So I really do appreciate you people out there, the subscribers, and on my other channel where I have members, I really do appreciate the members. So in saying all this, it is time just to say, enjoy every moment and enjoy your time. Until we meet again, this is Radio Jonesy.